Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Go! Ready! Six guys! Check six guys! Wide! Get wide! Watch the safety creep! Wait for him!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Dancing away at the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Strong right. Rush in! Shoot!
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass! Here we go! Watch out! Hey, check. Check hot route. Hot. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, no, look good. Hey, we got Mike.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
90! 50 to Mike. Check right. On. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check. Crunch. Switch. Motion.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. He's checking. Crash. Switch. Go ahead.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Check out. 90! Mike's 50. Watch the run. 12. Check out. 50. Mike 50.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Down. 30 base. 80 weapon. Watch the script. Go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. Check, 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 check.
To throw from his end zone. Klein. His pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Klein. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Brings up 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Looking to throw. Klein. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
49, check 49, check. Rugby.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Green 90. I got you. Shit, watch the shit. Hatchet. 140, easy, alert. Shit.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off play action. Klein taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 9 now. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw. Klein. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, it's Love. And he completes it to Cohen. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Strong right. Slam, slam, slam.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit?
He's got it at the 15, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 62 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Throwing is Love. He's going to look deep for Perriman. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
At the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Klein. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw on 3rd down. Klein. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here comes Cohen. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second down. Luck. That is caught by Cohen. It's a gain of 5. And it'll be third down. From the gun on third down. Luck. Finding Gabriel complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Switch it. Hey, check. On. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check.
The final shot before the break. Luck. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll make it a second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready? Check. Hey, wahoo! Mike, check. 59. Big dribble.
Looking to throw. Klein. Completes it to Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 14-10.
Chiefs 14. Bears 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10.
Alert 3. Strong right. Alert 3. 12. Ready.
Luck now to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Check 26. Check 52.
Now it's Luck. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
What we got? Mexico. Check 99. Hey. On. 24. Watch 24. Deuce. Go ahead. Undercrunch. Hey, switch gears.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10. At the Chiefs' 36-yard line.
Let's go, Mexico. 12.
Looking to throw on second down. Luck gets this one to use check. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
11. What is that? Hey.
Love. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
That's it, baby.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Check it out, Reed. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Jump.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Check out. 140. Trash. That's trash. Hey, check. Max 50. Max 50. Let's go.
To throw is Love. And it'll be intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Check out. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check the backer. Check the backer.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Cohen. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creep. Monday. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Get him. Check 37. Check 37. Kill.
Here's Locke. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Lott. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Check 50, check 50. Slam.
On second down, it's Cohen. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
Off play action. Klein. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Second and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Larson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
90,
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Klein. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Fournette. Ten yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Ready.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
They're not ready for this.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clock.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Kansas City. Harrison Butker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off of play action, Luck trying to lay one up deep. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Got a man, it's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Khalil Mack. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
You can't stop me.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
2nd and 11. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Chiefs 21, Bears 0. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat. Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ringo, 11B.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Reggie. Check 13. John Wright. Tighten up.
They run. This is Cohen. Room here to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs. That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Close.
Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half. No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game. Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Locke. And now another one thrown incomplete. Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic. Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs.
all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Ready, ready. 8, read. Right there. I got one.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
58, come on. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Set up. 10-2, sir. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Five.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun. Klein. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.